Currently, there are many options for Sanmo mechanical keyboards in the 200 yuan range. After all the competition, it's basically all the way to the end. This video is from the Pioneer's X87 Ultra. It may not be the best looking among these keyboards. It may not be the best to use. But in terms of battery life, it really is the most durable. I have to say, Pioneer really knows how to understand players' psychology. Battery life has always been a very important reference for keyboard usage. This time, the Pioneer is equipped with a 12,000 mm battery. If you're worried about insufficient battery life, I'll just plug in a power bank for you. Is it okay? Without further ado, let's take a look. This keyboard once dominated the sales charts. The video shows a gradient version of the snowy mountains. It is equipped with the top cover of Huanua's Beijing Adiportage POK. The rear shaft P6 chassis has a starting pressure of about 45 grams. The starting thread is 2 mm, and the output thread is 3.6 mm. The free light guide pillar provides a very high boost to the lighting. The sound is that muffled mahjong sound. The keyboard's keycaps are a combination of a PC with a side-lock warm-up slide and a matte side finish. The keyboard is a relatively rounded type with wide bezels. A weakly guided bite is done. The arrangement is conventional. 80 arranged the non-compact F-zone. No F13 key. 6. Above the short spacebar arrow keys on the 25U screen, there is an RGB light strip. The side profile is quite ordinary, but there's a large chamfer at the bottom. This way, when picking it up, you can pick it up with your hand directly. Still quite convenient. Mode toggle switch, dual system mode switching. The interface is integrated in the middle. The feeling of kowtowing is still great. It won't be very slippery. The back is more minimalist. For non-slip foot pads, there are also slightly smaller designs underneath. At least it doesn't look too plain. On the driver page, the driver features have quite a few lighting effects. For key time response, just set it to the lowest setting. If typing requires double tapping and raising it all at once, until you don't double click, you can then set the sleep time. The Chain-Eye front charger is extremely standardized. Formulaic. This stylized 5-piece set is the soft clip type. Cotton ISP undershaft pad PT suitable for EPDM shaft pad with plain cotton. There are also silicone underpads. To put it plainly, just as the heavens weigh down. Even the cherry switch can make a slight mahjong sound when installed. Plus, the 1.2 mm thick single-stage groove TCB used by Kahua keyboard circle manufacturer. It's like that braised broth used to cook insoles. It's all fragrant. Let's take a look at its string tightening performance. The gasket positioning board is a relatively soft and springy type. It's the kind of soft bounce you can feel when you hit the bottom. In that case, whether the gasket or not is the inside gear mode doesn't really matter much. Compared to the keyboard structure, which affects the feel of the keyboard, more importantly, it's the cotton inside. The texture of a fully filled egg pedal. But since they were all egg pedals, it didn't matter anymore. At this price point, there's nothing to fuss over. Finally, the version in the pricing video stacks 15. The price for the National Fabric is about 215 yuan after pouring in. That's why it's said to offer such high value for money. A 12,000 mAh battery. These solutions address battery anxiety at the source. Using key combinations is also very intuitive. Look at the battery level. Then the fully loaded engineering performance, the inner liner for the mahjong cigarette insertion, is described as well. The previous appearance and texture were quite distinctive. The keycaps on the PC part on the A side are touchable. This side has a friction treatment, making it more durable. It also feels more comfortable in the hand and isn't particularly slippery. That small issue is that when the lights in the main building area are turned off, this RGB light strip has a bit of light leakage here. If you turn on the lights, it doesn't really matter. For example, I don't really like turning on the lights, so if you mind a lot, you still need to think it over. Thank you all for watching this episode, and see you next time.